Hello, boys and girls. It is almost Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is a very special holiday where we celebrate how thankful we are for things. So I found one of my favorite books when I was little. Little Critter was one of my favorite characters when I was your age. So he wrote us a Just So Thankful story. And the author is Mercer Mayer. The author is the person who writes the words, who tells the story. And Mercer Mayer is also the illustrator of this book, which means he drew the pictures too. Just So Thankful. And if you look at the front cover, you can see that it's his whole family, and it looks like they're having quite a different Thanksgiving dinner. I see hot dogs and hamburgers and lemonade. I know when I have Thanksgiving dinner, I normally have turkey and stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. I wonder why they're having hot dogs and hamburgers. Today, Mom took little sister and me to the toy store. I wanted to buy this cool scooter called the Super Streak, but my piggy bank didn't have enough money. Why don't you pick something else, said Mom. But I only wanted the Super Streak. It was so unfair. So he's checking his piggy bank, and then he realizes it's just too much money. Little sister asked if I wanted to play tea party with her new tea set, but I told her to leave me alone because I was still so mad. Mom said she didn't know why I was mad because I have lots of other toys. There will always be things you want but don't have, little critter, said Mom. What's important is appreciating what you do have and knowing that your family loves you. On our way home, we saw a boy moving into the biggest house in our whole neighborhood. And guess what he was riding? The Super Streak. He had the most toys I'd ever seen in my whole life. I wish I had that many toys. The new boy didn't take the bus to school like my friends and me. He got driven in a limousine. A limousine is just a very big car. He told us his name was Holden Harrison III, but that we could call him H. H. Then he showed us his own cell phone. He's the only kid with his very own cell phone in school. And his name has just 2 letters. Wow, H, I said. You are so lucky. H invited my friends and me to come to his house for a sleepover. We went swimming in his gigantic pool. And we watched a movie on this great big TV. We made a mess with the popcorn and the candy and the sodas, but the maid said it was okay. She cleaned everything up for us. And in the morning, there was this big breakfast just for us. Wow, H, you are so lucky. You get the prize in every cereal box since you don't have to share with anybody, I said to him. On the way home, I told Mom all about the fun stuff we did at H's house. Why don't you invite H to our house? Mom asked. But he might get bored since we don't have so much cool stuff to play with, I said. Mom just smiled, and she told me to invite him anyway. When H came over, we played football. The dog chewed up one of his new sneakers and got mud all over him, but he didn't care. He said he had always wanted a dog. I told little sister not to bug us, but H said it was okay. He even played tea party with her and Kitty, and he let her win at checkers too. When it was time for dinner, he helped me set the table, even though it was my chore. And then he helped Dad barbecue the hamburgers. H said he never gets to help with dinner at his house. He didn't even mind when Grandma and Grandpa asked him tons of questions, and when Grandma patted him on the head. He said he never sees his grandparents because they live so far away. So we know that H has a big house. He has so many toys. He gets all the cereal toys, prizes in the cereal box because he doesn't have a sister or a brother. But HH doesn't get to see his grandparents because they live far away. And HH doesn't get to play Tea Party because he doesn't have a sibling. So he might have a lot of things to play with, but he doesn't have a lot of people to play with. When it was time for HH to go, our whole family went outside to say goodbye. "You're so lucky, little critter," HH said. I wondered what he meant, but then I looked around at my family, and all of a sudden, I knew exactly what he meant. Maybe I didn't have a super streak or a big fancy house and a maid to pick up my stuff, but what I did have was the best family in the whole world. Thank you, everybody. I gave them a great big hug. So although this story was about being thankful, it wasn't really about Thanksgiving, but it teaches us all the different things that we should be thankful for. And it's okay to be thankful to have a nice house and to have a cool car and to have lots of toys. But the most important thing to be thankful for is your family. Your brothers and your sisters, your mommies and your daddies, your grandmas and your grandpas, your aunts and your uncles, your cousins, even your doggies, your kitty cats. Where's the kitty cat? There it is. So I hope everybody gets to see the people that they are thankful for in their lives and has a very, very great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.